Oftentimes when people think of self-respect, they think it's this thing that they can just self-talk themselves into, all right? It's this thing that they can look at themselves in the mirror and just tell themselves, you know what, man, I'm a respectable person. I like myself. Self-love, when it's not, it cannot be further from the truth, all right? Self-respect is gained, and it could be gained by accident, believe it or not, but oftentimes it's not gained by accident. And as the years go on, man, it is getting harder and harder and harder to gain this by accident. Most often than not, you're gonna have to gain self-respect in a very intentional way. You're not gonna be able to do it and it's like, oh, oops, I just respect myself, man, and I have this huge level of confidence that I cannot express. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so confident, I respect myself very much. It doesn't happen anymore. Maybe it used to happen in the past, back in the 1900s, but honestly, past that point, you have to be very intentional with self-respect, because it's very easy to fall into bad habits. It's very easy to fall into things that don't make you respectable, man. Let me tell you a story. In junior year of high school, I wasn't respected, man. I wasn't respected by my peers. I wasn't respected by anyone that I talked to. But guess what? I also wasn't respected by myself, dude. I wasn't respected by myself. I had no self-esteem. I lacked confidence. I was this shallow human being, all right? I didn't have any knowledge. I wasn't going to the gym, so I wasn't strong. So you can probably guess why I had no self-respect. Even if I did these self-reflection and went to the mirror like, oh, you are a valuable human being, man. Oh, liberal, be liberal, bro. And it doesn't matter if you're weak. Doesn't matter if you're this useless person, this useless human being, Angel. You're valuable. Oh, just the way you are, man. It's amazing. You don't have to work hard, bro. This made me so shallow. It made me so miserable. No wonder that I didn't have any self-respect, man. Let me tell you right now, your brain knows you. It knows you more than anyone, all right? And you cannot lie to it. You cannot lie yourself into having self-respect. Self-respect is earned. Make no mistake about it. And the way that you earn it, this is gonna be a shocker, all right? Breaking news, the way you earn self-respect is by doing respectable things. Let me ask you a question, man. What do you do in private? Because more often than not, what you do in private is going to determine whether or not you have self-respect. When people are not looking, what do you do? Do you go on social media? Do you go on YouTube all the time? Do you stimulate your brain like a monkey instead of reading books? Instead of feeding your mind with knowledge? Instead of going to the gym? When people aren't looking at you, all right? And yes, of course, they look at you at the gym, but the decisions that you make behind closed doors, what are they? Are they respectable decisions? Are they something that your subconscious mind can look at you and say, this is a respectable man, respectable woman? Can your mind look at you, your subconscious, and actually gain that respect for you? It is so important that you develop self-respect, man, because this will determine a lot in life. The connections that you have, whether or not you let people walk all over you. Because when people walk all over you and you let them, man, more often than not, it's because you don't even respect yourself. So you can't expect others to respect you. Oh yeah, bro, this dude took my spot and it was like, he took my gym machine and oh man, I'm not gonna confront him, like, oh, none of that. You are very passive. You're very passive and you're just a pushover. Well, guess what? It's because you have no self-respect. You can't stand up for yourself. And it's because you're this person who knows inside of their subconscious mind, oh, bro, I'm not respectable, dude. So, I'm not respectable regardless of what I tell me. And to that, I would tell your brain, it's true. I'm not going to be sugarcoating this bullshit, all right? I'm going to tell you the truth because I actually want to help you. Unlike the liberals that tell you, oh, bro, positivity, you have to respect yourself even though you do unrespectable things, haha. That's not how this works. That's going to ruin you. That's going to consume you. That's going to eat you up. You have to start developing good habits that actually allow you to have self-respect. So it is genuine, all right? Am I saying that if you're doing bad habits and you're doing all these bad things, you should tell yourself, oh, I hate myself so much? No. As long as you're pursuing change, that's already enough to give you self-respect, all right? You're actively pursuing change. You want to change yourself. Maybe right now you do all the bad habits, but as long as you're actually putting forth the effort and informing yourself, giving yourself knowledge to actually make a change, that's respectable, man. your subconscious mind is going to look at that and be like, you know what? That is a champ. They're not giving up and making a change. Okay, maybe they're scrolling TikTok all day. They don't have a life. All you do is come home from work and start jacking off or start watching YouTube. But they're actually pursuing a change. They're actually looking into martial arts. They're looking into the gym. They're getting a gym membership. They're looking into pursuing a new hobby, into pursuing a new fitness goal, into pursuing a new business goal. They're looking into careers if you're in college, all right? But listen, do something, man. Do something about it. Because when you don't do something about it, that's a complete and utter antidote to not respect yourself. You're gonna have this cocktail of bad habits, of not wanting to change, of bullshitting yourself in the mirror every single day, thinking you're gonna respect yourself because you're doing self-reflection. That's not how this works. You have to work for it. You have to work for your self-respect and prove to yourself, either I'm already there or I'm working towards it. Working towards actually having that self-respect through my good goals, through those good habits. And make no mistake about it, in order to gain self-respect, you don't have to be the most successful human being. You don't have to be the most ultra successful, jacked human being of all time. No. All you have to do is pursue the goals that are actually meaningful to you, or at least make an effort to start pursuing them. That's all that it takes. Will it take time? Yes. For a lot of people who don't actually have self-respect right now, and they've had like no self-respect for the past God knows how much long, then it's going to take a little while, right? The effects are not going to be instant. They're not going to be like, oh, from one day to the other, I made these changes that I told you right now, and now I have self-respect all of a sudden. Chances are it's going to take some time for you. It could take months. I wouldn't say, it could take probably a maximum a month, all right? If you do these things correctly. Maximum a month. You're gonna start making changes, and I have a whole library of videos that you can look at on how to build habits, how to actually be disciplined, how to enjoy hard work. I have a plethora of videos, so I'm not gonna get into that right now. But the point is, man, you have to be respectable behind closed doors in order to have self-respect, and that will reflect in your every single day life. In your everyday life, in your social situations, in your work situations, it'll reflect, it'll show that you're actually confident and that you have self-respect. Therefore, people are going to respect you back because you have respect for yourself. You have boundaries. You know how to say no. You know how to stand up for yourself. You're not this awkward human being that when people socialize with, you're super closed, you're super timid. No. And trust me, man, I used to be there. So I'm not telling you this because, oh, I'm this perfect person and you should follow me. No, dude, I used to be in your same position. I know how it feels like. I know how it feels like, and I'm telling you how to make a change. Now it's just up to you to put it into action because it helped me, all right? Before the video ends, though, brother, I want to invite you to our Discord server. We're going to have a self-improvement call every single Friday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, about a different self-improvement topic each and every single week. We're going to have a new self-improvement call actually within a few days from recording this. You can join that link in the description, brother, all right? If you're interested, all right? But remember, a man who masters himself is truly free. Have a good day, brother.